Hello, and welcome to Powerful Places Podcasts. I'm your host, Gary White, and today we will hear an interview with Pablo Arturi Prieto on his exciting new book about the Camino de Santiago.
Well, hello, I'm Elyn Aviva, and I am delighted today to be talking with Pablo Arturi Prieto, who has just published an absolutely wonderful book that I am so delighted about. It's called The Camino to Santiago, The Way of the Heart. It's available, the cover goes quickly. It's available as an iBook at this point, and I hope it will be available at some point in printed form.
I hope so.
I know I don't have to do this, but I'd love to show some of the photos. I'm not sure how well it will show, but reading this book on on a device is just wonderful. The photos are just so rich, and they're just beautiful, and they include quotes, which I found very moving, and you're clearly a skilled photographer. And then there are pages where you have sets of, like here, and I can, oops, yeah,
So
yeah, make it bigger.
That's a good for the iBook.
Yeah. So I like to have hard copy. I really do. I really want a hard copy of this book. But on the other hand, there are distinct advantages to being able to see it.
Yeah, and also you have
all these
two small videos,
Oh no, I
The
didn't
small
know there were
videos,
videos.
yeah, about the sunrise,
Oh, I
sunrise
missed
and
that. Oh, okay, I'll have to read through this. I have a long history with the Camino. I walked the Camino in 1982. I did my PhD in anthropology on it. The Camino de Santiago that goes across northern Spain. And I have read a lot of books in my time. And I have to say, this is one of the best I have read. I found it so wise and moving and fresh. And I love the photos. I just love the photos. So I'd like to talk to you about what this book is to you and your experiences on the Camino.
I wanted to reflect, to communicate for me the two parts of the Camino. Okay, because the Camino is a spiritual trail. But I wanted to communicate the out part and the inner part. Okay, so with the pictures, I wanted to transmit, to communicate the place, the beauty of the walks. In the inner part, I wanted to communicate the spiritual experience of the Camino. What it means walking the Camino. It's not just a trail, just a walk along the north part of Spain. It's more than that for me. It's experience what you have walking in that place.
You've organized the book with 34 chapters that are like letters that have been sent.
Yeah.
And then each letter, because of the 34 days, it could take you to walk if you're really fit.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
But it's not a chronological story, and it's not a travel narrative of his experiences on the Camino. It's thought poems. It's these beautiful messages, like a letter somebody wrote, very brief, and then suggest thoughts about it and practices that come out of it.
Yeah, it's like, like topics. I propose 34 topics. It's like 34 days from France to Finisterre, to cross all of Spain. It's like you talk or you read about a topic one day and you think about it. You think about the experience in the Camino, which is the connection with that experience with your personal way also, your personal search. So I wanted to connect the out part of the Camino, the experience in the Camino, with the personal quest. okay, with this search of the spiritual way.
I think that's one of the things I find so powerful about this book, is that it's not just, well, here you are on the Camino, and read one of these every day, or it's about the Camino in that regard. It's about life as the Camino, about life as the path that you made.
Yeah.
And it's useful. I was saying to Gary, this exercise, this guided journey visualization about what signs can mean in your life and how you look at them, and to do that for a day. I thought, wow, we don't have to be on the Camino de Santiago. We're just on the Camino of life.
Yeah,
and this is so useful.
That's why I call it the way of the heart. I think for me it's the way we live every day. So it's the way I try to share as psychologist and therapist like I am, to share tools to help you to find your way too. Because probably you have experience in the Camino, and the Camino, for me and for many people, it's a way to find your way also, to awake your way. So I try to communicate that, okay, to help people to find their way also, with exercises, meditations, and it's just thoughts about it. But my way was just to share with you my experience, to awake your own experience, not to tell you that's the way.
Right.
No,
right.
I didn't want to do that. I want to just, okay, what do you think about it? What is your heart? What is your way? What make you be happy? What make you get farther every day? Which are your dreams? So in the book I try to awake your own way. That's the intention.
I felt that just by reading through it.
So
it's like, obstacles. I mean, a part of the Camino, a photograph, or choosing routes to go, or how does this relate to you in your daily life?
Yeah.
And what you see as obstacles, and how you might perceive them not as obstacles, but as opportunities, and here's a practice that might lead you towards a different perception.
Yeah, because
whatever your own is.
Yeah, because it's a metaphor, okay, with your own life. The beginning in France, and the end in Finistère. The beginning when you are born, and the end when you leave the planet, or you live the life. But that's a metaphor, okay? We are living in our way. We are walking through life in every day. So we have signs every day also. We have obstacles. We have many similar issues like we have in the Camino. So the point is to be awake about it, to be, to be awake.
I'm just really impressed. I can't recommend it highly enough. In part because it's not, it doesn't relate to any particular religious tradition. So it's very open for people to bring to it their own experience, their own spirituality, whatever it might look like, and to be enriched by what is here.
Yeah, trying to do it openly, because I don't want to put tags or just label on God, Buddha, Christ, or whatever. Just as I told you before, it's your way. If you are fine with Buddha, you are fine with God, or you are fine with the universe, it's your way. It's fine. Like Dalai Lama says, if you're okay with your religion, it's fine. You don't need to change. So you are fine with your way, just go deeper that way. That's the way I felt it when I wrote it. When when you do it by bike is more like a sport. It's nice. It's like, but it's like okay, it's like a sport. But when you do it walking, just the rhythm of your path of your walk is totally different. It starts to help your body and your mind to slow down, to go to another, start to deep in yourself. So it's totally different. So I did it some part in bike, and then I did it almost full in walking, and it's totally different. I recommend to the people to do it walking, and at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it takes time
Yeah.
to shift your energy, to shift your experience of life, to detach, to unattach from your daily life patterns. And
many people will just doing it just 3 days. 3 days of Camino, that's fine. No,
that's like a walk.
That's right.
It's not a Camino.
And when you do the Camino many days, just walking, you see the people, the newers, newcomers, and you see the difference in the energy, in the faces, in the the spirit. It's quite different from the people who is walking every day. Just you see the Camino walking through you. Also.
Oh, that's nice.
You are walking the Camino, but the Camino is working on you.
Yeah, there is a transformation through time.
Yeah.
Through the length of it, through the perseverance of it, through the. I mean, I've walked it 3 or 4 times, and in France, and Gary and I have walked it, and it's taken us a lot longer than 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And just the ongoingness of it shifts.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, you can bring yourself with you, including your cell phone, and you're concerned about what your stocks are doing on the stock market, and all of that keeps you as connected. And then you're on a walk, but you can also bring to it this intention that you talk about so beautifully.
Yeah.
Being conscious and aware and waking up.
Yeah, but you walk many days and many hours, so in some point your mind starts to shift, to make the shift.
Yeah.
So, and it's important what you said about the intention. It's important the intention you start the Camino. I think that for me, and what I talk about with other people in the Camino is the point which touch the Camino is what are you doing in your life, which is your Camino. Touch that point, because you can do many Caminos in the planet, but I think the energy of this Camino, or this way, trail, or whatever you want to call it, is touch your Camino, your inner way. Okay, what are you doing in this life? I think that's the point. So it's important for me and for other people is the intention you put when you do it. And also I write about the call. I think many people is there doing it without knowing why it's knowing. The soul sometimes moves you to do some things that you don't understand in your mind. But I think you have to do it. You have to go there and just walk, and let's see what happens. Let's see what arises, what's awake in you.
Yeah, the importance of the call. I talk about that in my book, Following the Milky Way. I don't think I understood what I was talking about half the time. But yeah, the importance of the call and responding to it. And the importance, as you're saying, something I wouldn't have even thought of then, but I would now, of not just the call, but of the intention, of setting an intention. And we were just talking about my friend Ferran Blasco, who's gone on Caminos. And he talks about meeting people at the end who never set an intention, who didn't know why they'd gone, and they reach the end of it and they go, oh, I could have done this so much differently if I'd really been conscious at the beginning, if I'd thought. So, I mean, they learned at the end.
Yeah.
But still, the intentionality.
And then you change the energy.
Yeah.
Change everything.
Yeah.
It has the power of our mind. The intention is very important. You could change all the way. You can change many things because the intentions transform the energy where you are walking and you are moving. it could be very important.
On
Yeah.
Camino and in life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow. Well, we could talk.
Yeah,
forever.
well,
I hope you will follow up on this. We are going to post links at the end of this podcast, and we will have links on powerfulplaces.info blog, so you can connect with Pablo, so you can get hold of his amazing book, and also learn about the Camino.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Let's go to the Camino again.
Absolutely. Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.